I'm joined right now by Freeze, who is, I believe, is it 12-1? No, that's Immortals. I think you guys are 1-12. A little bit of a different situation, I think. Well, I'm really happy you're doing the interview, though, because it's sometimes good to sit down and get a feel for what's going on behind the scenes. What has been happening? I mean, Jad, I think, on the desk was saying earlier today that he thinks Renegades might be, like, the best 1-12 team ever because he thinks you guys are really good. What's the general feeling behind the scenes?
Well, we usually get ahead early game because we have strong lanes, and I feel like every single team is just like better in strategy, so they're like avoiding our laning phase, so they don't get screwed over, or like they don't lose. Yeah. They're scared of me, they're just like running away from me.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
But they're just like, they know that if they lane swap, they will have most likely the better lane swap. They will like just pull it out better in macro wise, and then they will. We usually get ahead, right? And then we just do something stupid and I lose the game off it. So, I mean, if we somehow find a way to fix that, like our mid-game shot calling, because it's horrible, like we just like lose every time, then I think we could be like a middle tier team.
I know a lot of teams teams struggle when they go through these really unfortunate streaks of losses, and kind of behind the scenes, like the mentality just gets so poor that it's just kind of the self-perpetuating circle. What is the mentality for Renegades right now? I know that you guys had Weldon come to the house. I don't know if that helped, but are you guys still keeping okay spirits?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Weldon obviously helped a lot with it.
Yeah.
And now we're just like keeping it, like, good relationships. We care more about improving than about the score or about winning, because in the end it's like, we will be playing relegation, like, just say it this way, like, we won't avoid it. So right now we just have to focus on improving, and then when we face a challenger team, to beating them, pretty much.
Have you been keeping an eye on the challenger teams and getting a feel for what to expect against them?
Not much. We scrimmed like Ember and then TDK, etc. But like they all look very strong teams. Okay. For challengers. But yeah, you never know what happens. Basically, it's like they come to LCS and then maybe someone is like amateur, they will choke. But they're very strong. Like most of the teams were very strong.
So this is kind of a sensitive, weird question, but whenever someone like yourself, who's considered to be like the star player, like a great AD carry, ends up on a team that has like such an unfortunate performance, like immediately people go on Twitter and they're like, oh, they're in jail, they're in prison, or they're locked away, or like, oh, so sad to see this talent in this situation. From your perspective, is there a lot of frustration? Because I mean, based on some of the things you've been saying on screen and there, you feel very confident in your performance as an AD carry, but then it doesn't really match up against the score that you guys have as a team. So from your perspective, what is this whole situation like?
Well, there's obviously a regret, because we are losing so much to the point where I can influence the game most of the times. Because if we lose in strategy, there's like, I can be smarter, right? I can do the shot calling myself, or I can like find out a super good plan that no one thought of, but it's super hard, right, from my perspective. And I've been always like focusing on my performance myself. So like when we're losing and we lose these 50-minute games, then I'm happy. I'm actually always coming out of these games happy, because there was something I screwed up. I didn't play well, right? And then I can see it, I can fix it, I can improve and move on. But like if we lose like we did today, it's just super sad for me, because there's like maybe one mistake I did the entire game, and that's not really what you want as a professional player, right? You don't really improve from it. So yeah, there's the frustration from it, obviously.
I mean, I think you guys still have a really good chance of staying in the LCS, and I don't think it's like doomsday yet or anything like that, but for you, if this doesn't work out, is this something where you think you want to go back to EU LCS, or would you still try to figure out a way to stick around here? I mean, have you thought that far yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Honestly, just
focusing.
I live in present. That usually I have this perspective that if you focus on past or future, you just worry yourself. You don't have to like worry about something that's going to happen in 1 month. Yeah. It's like when it comes, it's gonna come.
Yeah. Overall, though, are you happy with the move over here and feeling comfortable in California?
Yeah, I actually like living in NA. It's super nice here. The weather is nice, and the culture is super different. It's like I can't really describe it. It's just like everything is different here, and I like it.
So when you say the culture is different, are you talking about like American culture or like NALCS versus EULCS culture?
Both. NALCS is like more rivalry, competitive. EULCS, you know, it's friends, sort of. And then NA as a region, it's just like people act differently than in EU.
Yeah. For just a kind of random question, but I know obviously you and EULCS AD Carry, Forgiven, one of the big names over there. Obviously announced that he has to go into the military. He's been conscripted. Did you have any thoughts on that? Was that kind of like is it sad for you to see him go, or any general thoughts?
It was very surprising because like we write to each other usually a lot about the game, and then he haven't told me, and then I saw the interview. I'm like, wow, that's rough, Yeah. But I think there's like a way around it, most likely. So I think we can maybe he won't play a few matches, but I think he was gonna come back.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll cross our fingers. Is there anything that you want to say to the Freeze fans out there or the Renegades fans out there who are having a bit of a tough time?
All right, thanks guys for supporting us, even though we have a super bad record. But I love you for it. It's always nice when when I'm here in the fan interaction and people just come here, ask for signatures, photos. That feels warming, It's just that's the way why I'm doing it, and it helps me going.
Well, Freeze, from a personal level, it's been fun seeing you go on and trash talk people and all that stuff. So I hope we do get to see you continue in the NALCS. So it's been fun having you around. So thank you so much for the interview. For everyone else, this is Yahoo Esports.